It's what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these.
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started. All right, ready to go here. And here's the rookie center fielder, Jacob Marcy. And a foul ball. And that one popped in the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab, one away. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Lopez getting the start at second, 26 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And that is downstairs. Now 2-0. Right side. Soto going after it. And there's two down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Agustin Ramirez. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ramirez with a homer in his last game. Popped foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Tyrone Taylor. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Jeff McNeil stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low. The count now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Off the mark there, 2-2. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are two outs. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. And that misses. And that's ball one. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now it's Juan Soto. Lindor the move. Safe at second, and that was not close. Lindor at second with two down. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. They get the out on Soto. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they're off to a good start. Back here in Queens, now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Canning, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a slurve, and he works in a two-seamer.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Ground ball left side. And quickly one away in the second. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Just missed.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That's down and in. to third, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 3-1. Out to center. Taylor ranging after it. He's got it. 2-away down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And downstairs. And that's downstairs and outside. That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Too high, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. That one catches the corner. De Los Santos with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. And that's outside.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swings here and blasts one left field onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here at Citi Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Ronnie Mauricio now. Right through there for a strike. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
Hit in the air, left field. Sanchez corrals it. And there's one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And that is out of play.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And there's a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. No runs. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1. Nope, that's inside.
And that skips in the dirt. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Now this is a rocket to left. And there's one down. And up next for Miami, Jacob Marcy. Fly to left his first time. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And another ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Now at the plate, Otto Lopez. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And the runner stays where he is. Ripped towards third. They take the force out, and that is that. So it's no runs, no base hits. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. That one fouled off. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, that 0-2 slider was completely set up by the first 2 pitches of the at-bat where they went hard in. As a hitter, you got to be a little quick. You think that they're going to try to exploit you in that part of the plate, and they go away with the breaking ball. Very difficult to be able to get something to that pitch. So nice execution from start to finish for the 3-pitch strikeout.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Agustin Ramirez. Right through there for a strike. Ramirez goes 6'1", 23 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Got him. And there's one down.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Stowers batting with one down, takes a strike. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That missed inside. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Hit in the air, right field. Soto hauls it in, 2 away. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count. He's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Out to short. Lindor. Over to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout. Back here in Queens, ready to go, bottom 4. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Way out front for strike 2.
One and 2.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His second of the year. It's 2-0. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Towards first, and a foul ball.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Edwards hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Mauricio in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and now 2 gone. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. Struck out swinging his first time. Fouled off left side. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. Inning over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
De Los Santos swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. That misses, and the count is 1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That's off the corner.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Just missed. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside low. 3 balls and a strike. Swings through that one.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss.
1 ball, 1
Throw
strike.
to second. Ow!
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Taylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike
No ball,
1.
1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swings and misses, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Canning back to work. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Hooks it away for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. They got it for out number 2. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground to the right side, but that rolls foul. Way high there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So 2 down. And now the first baseman, Agustin Ramirez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, not close. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. And we're back. Bottom of the sixth. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
On the ground. Lopez handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say, now the Marlins manager Valente Beozo taking over on the mound. This is his third time out this year. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield.
Rudder takes off. Fought off foul. Hit on the ground, might be two. Here's Lopez for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Queens, now it's going to be Kyle Stowers.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 55.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez up and loosening in the pen. That one almost got him. Right-hander kick steals. That one in triple digits.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Full count.
On a line out towards center. Taylor puts it away. One up, one down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Foul ball there. Stanek, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fly ball to right. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch for the out. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Miami down. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strike.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
That one outside, and it's 2-0. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sanchez makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dedniel Nunez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
On the outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz up and throwing. Brazoban warming up as well. And takes low for ball 1.
1-2.
And that's down and away. Next pitch misses outside. Full count, 3-2. And a swing and a miss. First out in the top of the 8th. Digging in, Joe Mack. First pitch misses. The Mets up by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Inside, just missed. And it skips in the dirt. And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Matt, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. No advance, 3 balls and a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Tying run at the plate, and the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Marcy swings through it for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that one moves his feet. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Runners at first and second with one gone. And a ground ball to first. They get one to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there.
Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Number 39.
Ball 1, no strikes.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Second and third, 2 down. Now one missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And that'll load the bases.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Ramirez in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Home half of inning number 8. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Boots it. So a man at first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
And a good eye there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. On the ground out to short. Not in time. He's safe. Two on, 1 out. Jeff McNeil stands in. And that misses. 1-0. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Fouled off. He was late.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
The 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Baden on second. Taylor at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. And that one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Diaz back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now it's even up.
2-2.
Just off the outside edge.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor out to first. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Norby at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. It looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Diaz is just 1 strike away.
2 balls.
Tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own.
In the deal I just signed, I don't need to live controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes, I dance my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for myself a place, it's very dependent, it's punching, it's reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist, hitting from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle, the same as how I be preferring my Venice. And Wellington blacker than minimum sentence, and I was apprenticing under a villain. Face full of metal and pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to get his new grill, and the income a car from Shakira Connect. The look in my closet, it's mold on the ceiling. Masterpiece, Aaron Donald, it's hard to explain. The rush, the feeling, I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choker, I call it the trail. Bent over the time, I'm on us and fell. Cloaking the vice on the rolls, a little like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche and toast in the world. The tarragon butter moon walking the pan like the king of pop. Put on my power scout, a Gucci cock. Still can I locate the city, the rest. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rest, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The fatty, the rest, the digits.
Well, singing. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. First pitch. All right, just about ready for baseball and towing the slab, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
The 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss
Ball
in
two.
the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2 to count.
Next pitch is outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now the number 2 hitter, Otto Lopez. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Inside, ball 1.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Marcy leads off second with nobody out. That one misses. And a count 2-1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That's outside. Ball 1. Out to short. Toss to Alonso, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And it's fouled away. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strike. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. In there at the knees. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Lopez tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a Mets lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Jeff McNeil stands in. McNeil launched a homer in his most recent game. That's a little bit low. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Third, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Stays alive. Just misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Nothing doing here this half. We go on. Back here at Citi Field. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. No hits in the shutout last night. Not close with that one. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Almost got him.
1 strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that is cut on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sanchez leads off first with 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in, Joe Mack. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
That one's
1 ball,
upstairs,
1 strike.
ball 1. That's out to center field. Acuna has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And that is that. 1 left for Miami, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. And now it's Frankie Lindor. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland. And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. That one finds the zone. 2-1 now. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Good eye right there. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Juan Soto now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one the other way. Here's Lopez for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Mark Vientos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And they'll do it again. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. On the ground to short. Edwards. He puts it in his pocket. Safe at first without a play. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. This to third. Norby. To first, and that is the inning. And 1, they trail here 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. The shortstop takes a ball. That misses. 2-2. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Edwards gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Outside low. And that is ball 1.
No, inside.
Lifted in the air, right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away. Next to hit, Otto Lopez. 0 for 1 so far. And a first offering is not close.
2-0.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Oh, he botches it. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Lead runner stops at second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Ramirez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
The count is full.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Alcantara back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Spits the plate. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Mauricio aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Up and in, 1-1. This one popped up. Lopez makes the play. 2 down.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
That one ripped, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
Next pitch is outside. And that one off the outside edge.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground to third. Slings to first. That ends the frame. Mets leave one. They trail it here 2-0. On to the fourth. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. That clips the corner.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. De Los Santos in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball inside.
1 out, base is empty. A little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. And that's a little bit high.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Matt. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Outside,
that's a ball.
and the count is 1-2. Struck him out looking. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and here is Pete Alonso. And he takes a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
0-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
In the air, left side. Sanchez gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Number 54. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Edwards at the plate and takes high there. Action in the pen down there. Reed Garrett appears to be getting loose. High fly ball, shallow right field. Soto really on his horse for it. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one away. And up next for Miami, Jacob Marcy. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Lopez in the box again, takes a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Line to left. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, number 50.
Man at first, Agustin Ramirez. The next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Pitch in the dirt, and a count 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Friends.